Good morning, my dear student. Here I am going to discuss one new topic, that is platelets. The formation of platelets, the first thing which I would like to discuss, the formation, how the platelets forms and develops. In this, the first thing which I would like to discuss, one is that is a stage in the platelets production that takes around 10 days. The first one is megakaryoblast, then pro megakaryocytes and megakaryocytes. So there are different stages which the platelets undergoes during their formation, or you can say their development, and finally the mature platelets comes into the blood circulations. So there are the three important cells which comes during the formation and development of the platelet, that is megakaryoblast, pro-megakaryocytes, megakaryocytes. The site of platelet formation is bone marrow, and the first cell which gives rise to these platelets is pluripotent hemopoietic stem cells, and then pluripotent hemopoietic stem cells gives rise to colony forming unit megakaryocytes, and then from this colony forming unit megakaryocytes the megakaryoblast develops, and from this megakaryoblast the pro-megakaryocyte develops, and from this pro-megakaryocyte develop, and from this megakaryocytes this the thrombocytes develops. So the megakaryoblast is the earliest recognizable cells. The colony forming units megakaryocytes differentiate to form megakaryoblast. Their diameter is 20 to 30 nanometers. Nanometer. The cytoplasm is small, blue, non-granular. Nucleus is large, oval or kidney-shaped. The pro-megakaryocytes, the megakaryoblast endo reduplications of nuclear chromatin takes place. Nuclear chromatin replicates in multiples of the two without division of cells. Large cell with the 32 times diploid content of nuclear DNA form and cytoplasmic granule. It is not very important to discuss all this megakaryocytes. I don't want to go in detail in this all this. The control of thrombopoiesis. The control of thrombopoiesis, thrombopoietin, is a hormone which regulates the thrombopoiesis. As like the erythropoiesis is controlled by the erythropoietin, the thrombopoiesis is controlled by the thrombopoietin. Megakaryocytes and the another important regulators of the thrombopoiesis is megakaryocyte colony stimulating activity, that is mega CSA. So before going to what is the important is the structure and composition of platelets. The platelets are a small plate-like. Thrombocytes means thrombo means clot and cytes means cells. So it is made up of through two words. The thrombo means clot. Size is smallest blood cells. You know that it is 2 to 4 micrometers. Shape is spherical or oval, discoid. The volume is 5.8 cubic micrometers, and color is colored. The Lisman staining the faint blue cytoplasm with reddish purple granules. This is important characteristic when you see under the microscope. When you prepare a peripheral blood smear, the faint blue cytoplasm with reddish purple granules. It gives when you stain with the Lisman stain, it gives a faint blue cytoplasm with a reddish purple granule. Nucleus is absent, like the RBC. The nucleus is absent. When you see under the electron microscope, the three important, the one is cell membrane, microtubules, and the cytoplasm. These are the three important structure which you see under the electron microscope. The cell membrane. The cell membrane is 6 nanometer thick trilaminar membrane, consists of lipids. As you know, all the membranes are made up of phospholipids, cholesterol, glycolipids. The same carbohydrates and the proteins, that is glycoproteins, are present. The cell membrane, the phospholipid of membrane contains platelet factor 3, important for blood clotting process. The glycoprotein forming surface coat of platelets prevent sticking of platelet to endothelium. This is very important, because the platelets normally circulates in the blood, but these platelets do not stick to the endothelium of the blood vessels. Why? Because there is glycoprotein which form the surface coat of platelets, and this helps to not to stick. This prevents the sticking of these platelets from this endothelium, and it also accelerates adherence to collagen and damage endothelium during the formation of clot. The canalicular system surface of the platelets invaginate to form a canalicular system or the surface connecting system. Receptor, there are certain receptors present on the cell membrane that for the combining with the collagen and the fibrinogen, which is important steps in the formation of the clot. Then the precursor of the substance like thromboxane A2, prostaglandins, leukotrienes and the platelet factor 3 and 4 are also present in the cell membrane. Microtubules, when you see under the electron microscope, there is a one important structure which you see, that is microtubules. You know that the microtubule is made up of polymerized proteins called tubulin proteins, forms compact bundles below membrane and encircle whole cytoplasm. Responsible for discoid shape. This microtubule is responsible for discoid shape. The cytoplasm, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, microtubules, microvesicles, filament, granules, glycogen, lysosome, proteins, enzyme, hormone, and substance. You see, it contains all that. The Golgi apparatus synthesizes various enzymes. Endoplasmic reticulum stores large amount of calcium, which is a function in other cells also. Mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell, which is it is not different from other cells, produce ATP. The contractile proteins is important, actin and myosin, same as those of contractile proteins of muscles. But the responsible for this actin and myosin is responsible for platelet contraction and the clot retraction, which is very important steps during after the formation of the clot, because clot has to retract. That this is very important step. Then the thrombosthenin is another proteins which are contractile protein which is present in the platelets. Other proteins which are fibrin stabilizing factor important in blood coagulations. The platelet derived growth factor for growth of vascular endothelial cells. This is very PDGF. This platelet derived growth factors, vascular smooth muscle and fibroblast involved in repair of damaged blood vessels. So this platelet derived growth factor is one of the important proteins which are present in the platelets, and it is responsible for very important, because whenever there is a damage in the blood vessels, these damage can be repaired by the platelet derived growth factor. The von Willebrand factor for the platelet adherence. This is important factor which is present in the platelets. Enzymes. Adenosine triphosphate, an enzyme for synthesis of prostaglandins. The prostaglandin acts as a local hormone and have a local vascular and tissue reactions. So there are certain properties. What are the properties of the platelets? One is adhesiveness. Whenever comes in contact with any wet or rough surface, gets activated and stick to surface. Factor responsible are collagen, thrombin, ADP, thromboxane A2, calcium and von Willebrand factors. So adhesiveness, whenever comes in contact with any wet or rough surface, yes, unless and until this platelets cannot be stick to any surface unless it is conducive for that, and that conducive environment is wet or rough surface, which promotes the formation of clot. So these are that you see here, this activated platelets. There is a GP1B, this is GP1B, and this is the von Willebrand factors which promotes this. So glycogen, this is collagen binding sites. This is von Willebrand factors. So this is von Willebrand factors comes in between the activated platelets and the collagen, this activated collagens, the collagen binding sites. So in between the platelets and this injured endotheliums and exposed into subendothelial collagen, there is a von Willebrand factor which acts as a bridge which promotes the adhesiveness. So this is very important. So what is the importance of von Willebrand factor? You must know the importance of von Willebrand factor is that it mediates to adheres the platelets to the injured endothelium and exposed subendothelial collagen. So this is here you see this is collagen binding sites, and there is a activated platelets, and this is GP1B receptors. So GP1B receptor is important, and the collagen binding site is important, and in between that there is a von Willebrand factor which comes in to promote this adhesiveness. Then the second is aggregations, the property to stick to each other. This factor responsible are ADP and the thromboxane A2. So this is important, that what is important regulators for aggregations, platelet aggregation, that is ADP and thromboxane A2. Agglutinations, property of clumping together of platelets, it is due to platelet agglutinins. Yes, so agglutination, like agglutination of blood, which takes place during the when the antigen and antibody reacts during the determination of blood groups, the agglutinations takes place, and this same types of agglutinations also takes place during, it is due to platelet agglutinins which is present on the platelet surface. So what are the different functions of the platelets? One is role in hemostasis, the role in clot formations, role in clot retraction, role in repair of injured blood vessels, which I already mentioned, the properties by which this injured blood vessels is repaired, role in defense mechanism, and transport and storage function. Role in hemostasis. Hemostasis, what is a spontaneous arrest of bleeding from injured blood vessel, is known as hemostasis. The vasoconstriction, the 5-HT5-hydroxytryptamine, another vasoconstrictor, which is responsible for the vasoconstrictions. The temporary hemostatic plug, first the temporary hemostatic plug forms, and then there is a definite hemostatic plug is formed. The temporary hemostatic plug by platelets due to its the property of adhesiveness and aggregation. The first, there adheres, the platelet adhere to the blood vessels, and then other platelets aggregate at the site of the injured blood vessels. Then the definite hemostatic plug, it is initiated by the platelets, and other coagulation factors are also responsible, which finally the fibrin meshwork is formed, and that forms the definitive hemostatic plug. The role in clot formation play important role in formation of intrinsic prothrombin activator. It is responsible for the onset of blood clotting. Yes. The next, role in clot retraction, the contraction of the contractile proteins, which is actin, myosin, and thrombostanin, which is responsible for the clot retraction and responsible for clot retraction and also for wound healing. So not only it promotes the retraction, but it also promotes the wound healing due to this presence of the actin, myosin, and the thrombostanin, which is present as a contractile protein in the platelets. Role in repair of injured blood vessels, platelet derived growth factor PDGF in cytoplasm platelets, important for the repair of endothelium, which I already discussed. Repair in defense mechanism, due to the property of agglutinations, platelets are capable of phagocytosis. It's not a very profound phagocytic mechanism, but it has certain phagocytic mechanism which also helps in the immunity, mainly in the phagocytosis of the carbon particles, viruses, and immune complexes. So you must know that what are the things which are phagocytized, what are the components, or what are the substance which is being phagocytized by this the platelets, are the carbon particle, viruses, and immune complexes. Transport and storage functions. Platelets, when passes through the GIT, takes 5-HT, this 5-hydroxytryptamine against concentration gradient, is stored and transported to the site of injury. And this 5-hydroxytryptamine is important vasoconstrictor, which is a first response due to any endothelial injury or any vessels injury. Normal counts. Normal count is 15,000 to the 1.5 lakhs to the 400,000 per cubic millimeters. Average is 2.5 liter per cubic millimeter. The physiological variations: age less in infants, reach adult level by 3 months of age, sex no difference, but during menstruations reduced in females, meal increase after meal, muscular exercises increases, high altitude increases. These are the some physiological variations. Pathological variation: thrombocytosis, increase in count more than 4.5 lakhs per cubic millimeter. This is thrombocytosis. It happens after a splenectomy because the spleen contains a lot of thrombocytes, reserved thrombocytes. So whenever the splenectomy takes place or done, then the large number of thrombocytes comes into the circulations. After hemorrhage, severe injury, major operation and parturations, this is another pathological variations, pathological conditions where the thrombocytosis takes place. Then the myeloproliferative disorders, which is like CML, the polycythemia vera, and myelofibrosis. These are the three conditions where the platelets counts increases. Then the thrombocytopenia, decrease in the platelets count, is known as thrombocytopenia. If it is less than 1.5 lakhs per cubic millimeter, this is known as thrombocytopenia. The most important conditions where the thrombocytopenia takes place, that at ITP. The second one is a bone marrow depression. The third one is acute leukemia. Fourth, infections. And the fifth is toxemia, septicemia, and uremia. So these are the few names which you should remember, these names. uh, the lifespan, the normal lifespan is 8 to 12 days. Average is 10 days. Fate destroyed by the tissue macrophage system in the spleen, as like this RBC. Splenomegaly reduce platelet counts, and splenectomy increases platelet counts. Thank you.